Intro. Closer. Hello, party people. We are back again for yet another episode of our podcast. We still do. We want to welcome you guys back. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you for coming on and rocking with us, right?
Yep.
So, today, what are we talking about?
Today, episode 5, right?
Episode 5.
Episode 5, we're talking about managing friendships.
Managing friendships.
So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can still maintain friendships once you become married, like balancing that. And then we're going to talk about male-female relationships, and then maybe
The
if you
good
had
stuff.
to cut off
Y'all see we move closer to each
some
other?
friendships.
I had to get closer to her. That distance was just too much. So now we close. So
We're trying something different.
yeah, we're gonna
so
try
let's
something
see.
different. So let's get right into it.
All right.
So
You
pointer
wanna
number
start
1. No, you gonna start it off.
Oh,
Yep. You gonna start it off. I always start it. Y'all know.
okay. I'll start it off. Want to start off by saying hi
Hello.
to you. We haven't really talked that much this week. So
And why is that?
we just haven't been able to talk this week because of work schedules and busy weekend, and it's been one of those weeks. So
Today was a long, busy day.
this week was long.
This
period.
week was long.
So we're powering through, guys, and we're gonna do this episode.
Pushing.
We're pushing through. So maintaining friendships. I guess for me, I really didn't. I mean, I don't have friends like that.
Yeah, you didn't have to maintain anything. You know what's crazy for you is like your friends were my friends, pretty much.
True. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot of like female friends. So
True.
most of my friends were guy friends, and you know, because we all went to school and stuff together, it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't really, it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment, but mainly for like the friends that I had that were guys that you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's
I
when
do know what you mean. They go now.
that's where the adjustment was for me, mainly. So do you have anything to say about maintaining friendships, or do you want to go straight into the male and the female part of this?
Well, what I would want to say or touch on the maintaining, because I didn't really have any female friends either. Like, not like that. Like, there were females or women that I was in relationship with them at once. So
Yeah, but you were, but then you were like friends.
yeah, but
it's like,
but it wasn't. I didn't really have too many.
it wasn't
like,
a real friendship.
Yeah,
y'all.
it wasn't like a real friendship. So
But that's not what he told me.
that was easy to, to just cut that off. But what I wanted to say on maintaining friendships, you kind of made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
Right when the music stopped,
I know.
I got dead silence. Well, I wanted to stress the importance of knowing how to maintain a friendship when you're married. Because, you know, as a man, sometimes when you get in a relationship, you kind of think like, you know, well, this was my friend before, you know, we got together. So, you know, I'm not going to stop being his or her friend, you know, and I won't say his, I'll say her, because usually when a guy gets with a woman, the woman friends or the female friends are the issue, not the male. I mean, it's rare when it's the male, and that's normally when he's just, you know, not a good friend.
Yeah.
But for the females, it's like sometimes guys think like, you know, well, this was my friend before me and you, and they look at it as, you know, it's innocent, because in your head you're not thinking like, you know, I'm trying to do something with this person. We just friends, like we just hang out.
Right.
But you don't know her intentions.
Right.
You don't know if she's jealous, and you know that female intuition is like, you know, no, I just feel weird about the whole situation.
And sometimes too, I know for me, like with you having female friends, it's like if we get into it, or you know, like if we're having a bad day, or you like, I don't want you venting to me to another female like about me.
Yeah,
I just,
all they
you know
gonna
what
do
I mean?
is
Like that's inappropriate.
They're gonna throw all kinds of shade.
So, yeah, and even if their intent, whatever their intention may be, it's just like the fact of you talking to another female about your wife. It just, to me, it just doesn't. Shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Like that's what you have your guy friends for, your mentors or whoever is in your life. But you should not be venting to another female about your wife.
Yeah,
that, you know what I mean? That's weird. And then let's just say, you know, you guys get past it or whatever, you know, whatever the issue was, and then now you've put this negative vision of your wife into another female's head, and she, you know what I mean? That just creates room for like division or separation in your relationship.
And it's
just, you know,
in my opinion, what it does is it for that so-called friend, it kind of gives them like this like small snowball that just continues to grow on how they can be the perfect woman for you, because it's like you venting, saying all the stuff that you don't like, and then, you know, they see the stuff that you do like, and plus you guys say that you're friends, so maybe you guys are hanging out, and she knows what you like, she knows, you know,
but that's someone, that's someone with a bad intent.
Yeah, but you know that's what I'm saying. The guy might not think.
Right.
The girl is thinking like, you know, the same stuff you see in movies. You know, her intentions are, you know, I love him. I know he's a good man, and I don't think there's nobody out there who's, you know, perfect for him but me.
Let's just, what if that wasn't her intent?
Like, it's still up to your wife. If your wife is not comfortable with it, then, you know, you gotta kick rocks. Like, I don't want to be rude. I'm not just saying like we ain't friends no more, I can't mess with you, but my wife isn't comfortable with us being friends, so you got to respect the fact that, you know, this is the choice that's being made. Or it's really what it breaks down to in any friendship that you have with, whether it's a male and male friendship or female and male friendship, is what is that person bringing to your life? What type of value is that person bringing to your life? And if it is really a true female friend and she is bringing value to your life, then it's about setting boundaries within that relationship or within that friendship, and that you and your wife and her are comfortable with, and that you all have an understanding on. And I think that's really where that wedge starts to happen, is because there are no boundaries being set. Yeah, what I was gonna say too is, if it's okay, the situation with a man having a female friend, it's got to be like I won't say a triangle, because it's not, you know, you three in a relationship,
right?
But it can't just be me talking to her and me and her being friends without you being able to talk to her.
Right. Like, I should be able to go to her
and talk to her, and then she should be, you know, just as equal with you as she is with with me, you know, be like, you know, yep, he was wrong, and you know, he needs to
Right.
do this and this and that, and in the same way, like, nope, you was, and she come and tell me the same thing, like, you were wrong, you know, you need to apologize, you
Right.
know, this, that, you know,
Yeah.
not just one sided, like, she, no, yeah, don't worry about her, she, you know, she not good for you, she just want
Right.
this, she just want that, she wants you to do whatever she want to do, you know, feeding that seed in your head, and next thing you know, you like, and then she done did her job and kicked, you know,
Right.
you to the
Yeah.
curb, and now she step in
Yeah.
because it's like she was there for you the whole time. But that's what I wanted to say about maintaining the friendships, because I feel like, you know, there are couples out there who probably struggle with that, where
Yeah.
you know, they had female friends or male friends that they really think are they're friends, like, you know, they kind of look at themselves as best friends, but sometimes it's just hard to see to your spouse.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is not like your cousin. This is just, you know, a
Right.
male or a female who maybe you were dating at one point, maybe you weren't, maybe you guys are just friends, but I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah. And I think because we did, you were saying earlier, like, it was just easy for you to just cut out, but it wasn't that easy, Deontay. For a minute, you still had like female friends, and you were talking to female friends in the beginning. Yeah, you were. So I don't know why you're
Why you
talking
gotta
about it
bust
was
me out?
easy, because don't be trying
Did I
to
say it
front.
was easy?
Yeah, you were like, oh yeah, it was easy, just.
Oh, dang.
But it wasn't, because number one, it's because of your personality. You're just really nice, and you don't, you're a non-confrontational type of person. So if you think that it's going to hurt somebody else's feelings in any way, you're not really going to say it or deal with it. But I remember like having several conversations with you about like, why do you feel like you still need to talk to this person, or why do you feel like, what is the importance of this relationship?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I'm not understanding. That, like, help me come to an understanding of why you feel like you still need to be connected to this person. And in that case, I don't even think that you were, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but in that case, you, as far as I know, you guys never dated or anything like that. She was just like your play whatever. My play sister, my god sister. Number one, I don't believe in that as an adult. Like, we're adults, we're not playing anything anymore. This is real life. So I don't even know where that came from. But I remember having several conversations about that particular person to you, and it took a minute for you to be like, step back from that. And I'm just like, what? I understand that, this is your friend or this is your whatever, but what value is she bringing to your life, and what are you bringing to her life? Like, is it just whenever you guys feel like you just call each other and talk about nothingness? Like, that's not a friendship. So, when
hindsight, I see that now.
Okay, but in the moment, how did you feel about that?
Like, did it make me upset or anything?
Just how did you feel?
Well, I mean, I think, like you were saying, it took a couple times for me to really finally end it, because it was somebody that I knew since I was a kid, like elementary school.
Yeah.
And that was why. It was like, when you know somebody from, childhood, and then your parents know their parents, and you like literally grow up together. It's kind of like, for me, I don't know, it was just hard to just be like,
just because you know somebody, that doesn't make them a friend.
no,
That's
but
like an acquaintance.
no, we were friends though. It's not like I just knew this person all my life. Like, we were friends, and like you said, never dated, none of that. We were just friends. We were like genuinely friends, and yeah, I just didn't. I don't know. I guess I kind of, in some way, felt like, I'd just be like turning my back on this person that I've known my whole life. But Like it wasn't even that I was turning my back. It was like, we're adults now. Like you said, we're adults,
Right.
and adults, gotta go and do adult things, and you gotta go and be with your family.
And I think in that instance, maybe if you knew how to like set the boundaries, and it was like that triangle thing that you were talking about, then maybe that it would have been different. But
We didn't have that conversation.
we never had that
There was
conversation.
no quality time in that.
And you, like, I feel like I kept asking you, like, why do you feel, and that's all you would keep saying. We grew up together, knew him since. I'm like, okay, but and like, you knew a lot of people, like,
Yeah.
and that little pyramid or triangle of communication, I guess, never happened. And so it was just like, okay, whatever. I guess at the end of the day, you were just like, okay,
Yeah, just
like,
gave in. Like,
I don't want you to be mad or think I'm trying to do something. So just like, okay, whatever.
it's done.
But I think if you would have gone about it a different way, or can't hear me, or I'm too loud.
Yeah, just a little too loud.
Oh, I think that it would have been maybe a different situation. Like, if you have a true friend, then that person is gonna be like, let me come to your family functions, let me, come to your kid's birthday party, or this or this or that. And it wasn't like that. It was just like, I'm just talking to her on the phone, we're just talking, like,
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean? Like, that's not a friendship to me. That's just like casual conversation whenever you get bored, or whenever you like, oh, I haven't talked to her in a minute, I'm gonna call her. Just random weird. That's not, to me, that's not a friendship. It's just like, I'm just gonna keep
Just
in
weird.
touch. It was weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I feel like when we were dating, you still had a lot of female friends. I had guy friends too, though, I'm not gonna lie. When we were dating. What?
That was for them if they watch.
Oh, okay. They probably don't watch.
I know, they're like, I ain't watching her and him. Crazy.
But once we got married, maybe a little bit after we got married, Deontay, you still was talking to people. Not like that, like in a cheating way, but just like you're just very social. So you was always like
Too nice.
talking to somebody, and I'm like, who are you talking to? Who was that? Why are you talking to this person? And mind you, me and Deontay grew up in the same city, so we know a lot of the same people. Half the girls that you were talking to, I knew them. So I'm like, ugh, why are you talking to her? Like, you still talking to her? Why?
Dang.
But you know how I am.
I don't want to do this no more.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. That's all in the past.
Oh,
We
okay.
are 12, 13 years into this
Yeah,
thing.
we are.
All that stuff can be talked about out in the open.
Yeah.
Y'all can know it. I ain't embarrassed by it because we here now.
Yeah, we're here.
Black inside.
But I think that for me, it was still hard for me to cut off some of my friendships with guys that like you didn't know. But I just think that I did it
I still
sooner.
don't know him.
Well, you don't need to know them.
No,
Like,
I
who
need to know him
cares?
now.
Why? What are you gonna do? Like, if I were to give you their first and last name right now, what would you do with that information?
I will look him up on social media, number one.
Okay, and two?
Block him. Look him up and then block him and report him.
So you would go out of your way to look them up so you can block them. They don't even know who you are.
They would never even search me to even try to follow
Oh
me.
my God, Deontay.
But
Okay.
in the case that they do, they're blocked. They will never see me.
Okay, if that makes you feel better. I was not expecting that response. But
No, you know what? I would send
Okay.
a DM message first, and then block them
before they
so
can
that-
respond.
yeah, they can't respond back. Like, who is this dude that's just gonna send me a message and I can't reply back? And they'll just be sitting on that hot for the rest of their life. Never being
Oh
able to
my
respond to that
God.
message. That's petty right there.
Super petty. Super
Yeah,
petty.
buddy.
But,
You get a message, it wasn't me.
I think that I just like I cut ties with most of like my guy friends that weren't mutual friends with us. Like before we got married. When we started like becoming serious dating. I think that's when I like made the decision, like, okay, like, or some of them, like when they would call me and stuff, I'd be like, oh, like I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend, or like, you know, and they would like feel some type of way about that, like, oh, you got a boyfriend now, and then slowly,
That's
like,
right.
dwindle it away like that. So
That's right. She got a man now.
okay. What about you for your guy friends that you had, like when you first got married? Because I feel like when we got married quick, and then you moved, and then so there was a lot of like distance between your guy friends that you were hanging out with like on a regular basis. How was that?
That wasn't a
Transition.
problem because, like we said at the beginning, your friends were my friends. So they already knew who you were. So it wasn't like, oh, so you just gonna get with baby and then just move away and then, you know what I'm saying, not talk to us no more. It was like we were still in communication. We're still in communication now. We just don't see each other
Yeah,
as much
but
as we
not-
like to. Not like it. I mean,
Not
every
like
it was
like, you
it was
know,
every day, all day
right. So
before. But I mean, that's gonna happen when you become an adult and you get married. Like when you become an adult, you do adult things. You're not gonna still hang out with your friends as much as you did. Like that marriage is gonna be like that.
yeah.
So it wasn't an issue though. There was no pushback from my friends like, "Oh, bro, you a sellout." Like, you know, I can't believe you just gonna get married and then just up and leave. Like my friends were happy. Like, and not to mention that, you know, it was you. So it was like, if you gonna marry somebody, I'd rather it be her instead of just some chick that we ain't ever met, and then all of a sudden y'all done moved away out of the town and we don't see you no more. Like,
Yeah.
we still hang out. And it's like, it is what I really like about our relationship is whenever all of our friends in San Diego have something, we can show up, and it's not like I'm showing up to my friend's function and I'm bringing you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, I'm bringing
Yeah.
my wife, you know. It's like, if I don't show up, they're like, where's Moo at?
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's not coming?
Yeah.
Because it's like we're all genuinely friends. So everybody's looking for you, and vice versa. If you went and I wasn't there, they're like, where's Deontay at?
Yeah.
Is he on his way? Is he in the parking lot? Like, you need to explain.
Yeah.
So they expect to see us together. So on the guy side, that was nothing. That was like a smooth
and
transition.
that's cool, I think, for us, because a lot of people don't have that. Like, they don't have that much history with each other, so it's like they do have to go through that. Okay, meeting your girlfriend for the first time. Do you guys like her? Do you know, that awkwardness? And if somebody is experiencing that, we don't have any we don't have advice in that area because we don't know what that
don't know
is
what it
like.
feels
And
like.
I never, even when I was like dating other guys and stuff like that, I never even had that experience to where it was like, oh, meet my friends. Like, so I'd never experienced that at all. So I don't even know what that's like to, I mean, you haven't you? Like, this is my boyfriend, like meet him for the first time or whatever.
You mean my girlfriend?
No, you, like somebody bringing you around, like, this is my boyfriend, and
Oh,
you
like
had to
a
meet
girl?
somebody's like
Oh, yeah.
friends or something like for the first time.
Yeah, like a girl that I was
never-
dating meeting her friends.
Right.
Oh yeah, I've had to deal with that.
Yeah. So do you want to share your thoughts on that, or is it?
It's always awkward.
Yeah.
It's awkward. Because you don't know what to expect. You don't know how they're gonna react to you, and you don't know if they're being fake. Like, you just don't know.
They don't know if you're being fake.
Yeah, but it's like a standoff. Like, you know, is this really him, or is he just, you know, trying to impress us because he knows that we her friend?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's, I mean, that's always weird, especially when a girl is introducing you to her guy friends, because it's like, now you're trying to be tough. Like, you give them that extra firm handshake with a little squeeze. You know, you don't want to smile too much. You kind of want to just like, what up? You know, you don't want to be like, hey, man, hey, what's going on? Hi, how you doing?
Why not? Why can't you do that?
That's just what guys do. You know, you don't want to seem like you a punk the first time you meet her guy friends, because it's like, I want him to think, or to, you know, just to kind of get the feel like, you know, if it had to go down, I ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, if me and her get into it, I don't want you thinking like, we'll take care of him. Like, you know, if y'all ever get into it, call me. We got him. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not about to happen around here. So, you know, you got to set the standard. Like, if we ever get into it, I want you to understand, y'all two, I'll probably get y'all to him. You know, depends on how the first two went. But, you know, you just gotta. This is the stuff that guys have in their head. You size them up. You look like, okay, homeboy right there, he pretty solid. He big. He about like 300. But the other two dudes is little.
When did there become 3 dudes? I missed that part. And
I'm just saying it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a number. I just threw out 3 dudes because it's what popped in my head.
Okay.
But I mean, it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 5. You know, sometimes females have a lot of guy friends.
Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You really lost me. I didn't know what you
No,
were
you
talking
said,
about.
how do I feel about it when getting introduced to a girl's friends? Like, if it's a girl introducing me to her girlfriends, then I don't really care. I really don't care. It'll be like, hi. That's it. Like, I don't really talk to them, because I know how girls are. You know, they either gonna like you or they not, but either way it go, they gonna talk about you behind your back. So I'm not giving you nothing to talk about. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be like extra friendly, because then you're gonna be like, girl, I think he was kind of flirting with me, and you know what I'm saying, you might want to watch your back, because you know, he was pouring juice for me and giving me stuff, and I'm like, so I just, what's up? And I just tend to my girl, like, that's it. Like, if they ask me something, I'll talk.
That's a smart move, Deontay.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. Were you like that? I don't even remember, like, when you met my sisters, and because my sisters, like, those would be my friends.
Well, I knew.
You knew Nira.
I knew Nira.
Should we say her name?
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah, she
Nira.
might be mad at you. She said it first, Nira. She gonna be mad at you. Soon as she hear that, your phone gonna ring.
Okay. So
yeah, I knew one of my sisters.
And then my oldest sister, you didn't know her, and you didn't know my sister that's right underneath. You knew my brother, and you didn't. So you knew 3 out of the 5.
Yeah.
Or you knew 2 out of the 5. I'm sorry. 3 you did not know.
Yeah, 3 I didn't know. 2 I knew.
And my baby sister was like, she was little.
She was little.
So
she's still little in my eyes. So you watch this, you ain't grown.
Oh my goodness.
No.
So were you? I think you were. Just
well,
They didn't like you in the beginning.
But I don't think I really talked to them as much.
And maybe that's why they didn't like you. Because you were trying to put on like that little tough guy. I'm not going to talk too much.
I am a tough guy.
No, you're not.
Stop.
But maybe that's why they didn't like you in the beginning.
That's just, yeah.
They were like.
That's just my mindset when I meet, whether it's sisters, cousins, if it's females, I just don't. Yeah, but.
You know what? No, I take that back. Because I was like that.
With my family?
With your family.
Yeah. They thought that you didn't like them.
Yeah.
Until you finally opened up, and it's like, okay.
But I think it is kind of like, you don't want them to judge you too much. So you're like, okay, if I don't do or say too much, then they don't have much to judge me off of. But on the other side of the spectrum, you could look like either like you're mean, or like you're stuck up, or like you're, So I don't know how we got on meeting each other's families.
Well, that's what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go on.
Supposed to evolve the conversation.
That's what this is. It's a friendly, open conversation.
Yes, it is.
With a topic.
Okay.
I mean, we got the topic, but the topic is obviously going to branch off and take you into something else.
Okay, what else would you like to branch off into?
No, we're going to the next point.
Cutting off friendships.
Cutting off friendships. When should you cut them off, and how should you cut them off? Is my two things. And I would say dealing with the experience that we just talked about, where it took me too long to cut it off. Like, you should cut it off as soon as it becomes a problem. And how you should do it, you should be man or woman enough to talk to that person and let them know that it's making my husband or my wife uncomfortable. So, you know, not like, not saying like, I ain't your friend no more, like, we done. Just, you know, we're just gonna take, you
boundaries.
know, yeah, we just gonna, you know, be friends from a distance. Like, I see you, you see me, and
yeah. Or
if
like if it is the case where that person really is that important to you, then maybe
bring them into the picture.
Yeah, bring them into the picture, and then that way the other person, your spouse, can really get a feel for that person. You know what I mean? And maybe they start to see what you see in that person, or they were right, and it's like, nope, you need to. She's not good for you.
Yeah.
Or he's not good for you.
I would hate to to be in that situation where it's like, this was my friend, and then I bring her, because I would say it would be a female, and then bring her in, and then y'all end up becoming closer friends than we was, and it's like,
why would you?
I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but I know it would be a good thing, but it would be weird.
That would be the ideal thing.
Yeah, that would be the ideal thing. I know, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like, you just stole my best friend, and now y'all going to the movies together and getting your nails done, and you know what I'm saying. Every time I be like, "Hey, where you at?" "Oh, I'm at lunch with so and so." Like, yeah, it's good that y'all became friends, but it's like, make your own friends. This was my friend that I brought in, and now you just took my friend.
No, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing.
An ideal thing to happen. Like, I wish that situation would have happened for us.
Yeah,
that would have been.
When I say nice. I would hate for it to happen, like, it's not a bad hate. Like, like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Like,
yeah,
it's like a good hate. Like you know,
jealous.
Yeah, it's like a jealous. Like, okay, you know, obviously you guys clash better than what I thought you would.
Not clash.
I mean, not clash, but you guys mesh better than I thought you would. And, you know, now you guys became closer friends than what we were. And, you know, my friend just became your close friend.
Yeah.
And they're a part of our marriage. But like I was saying, though, know when to cut it off, know how to cut it off. Be a man or a woman. Be a grown up. Be an adult about it. And know how to actually cut it off without, you know, offending the person, or, you know, doing it in a manner where the way you came off to that person, they feel like your husband or your wife doesn't like them. So now they hating you from afar because they think that, you know, something you said made them not want to be, you know, friends anymore. Yeah. So you gotta, that's why I say, you know, be an adult about it, because you gotta just let them know, like, look, this is the situation. And I mean, you probably can tell them, like, either, you know, you come meet my wife or meet my husband, and, you know, we sit down and talk, so, you know, he or she can meet you and see you and talk to you for themselves, and they can see, you know, why we're friends, or, you know, we just, you know, just be friends from afar because, you know, he or she doesn't feel comfortable with us being friends because, you know, I'm a guy, you're a woman, and she's a woman, and she's looking at it like, you know, you got this friend on the side who you say is friends, but I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Honestly, like, that whole little situation that we dealt with, I felt like, because this person, like, knew me.
Yeah, I knew who you were.
She knew me, like we knew each other. And I feel like she really didn't have a desire to like have a friendship with me. It was like she wanted like a piece of you, separate from me and you. That's how I felt, because even like on social media or stuff like that, like even when she would like comment on like pictures that you posted and be like, oh, she's so this or she's so that, like in a good way, but you wouldn't follow me on, you know what I mean? Like she wouldn't follow me on social media, but she would follow you and be post that you post about me. That was just, to me, it was like kind of off. So that's really what made me kind of suspect. And because I knew some of her character traits too. But yeah, that was mainly why it rubbed me the wrong way. Because it's like, you kind of just want a piece of my husband. You don't really want, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be a part of his life because I'm a part of his life and his kids are. You just want a piece of him. And I think that's what was like, you know what? I don't know about this.
Right.
So, how do you feel about me saying that right now?
Oh, I'm good. I told you that's in the past.
Oh, I know, but I'm just,
I'm good. What about you? Cutting off.
Like I said, I had done that already for the most part. I think there was maybe one person that I was like still kind of like friends with, I guess, when we first got married, but that didn't last long because we weren't really friends like that.
I'm gonna need that name too. I'm gonna need that name too.
Oh my God, Deontay.
This one I ain't gonna search him on social media.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Show up to his house?
I'm gonna use my boxing gloves that I got in the garage.
Oh my gosh, don't be promoting violence on here.
I didn't say what I was gonna do. I just said I'm gonna use my boxing gloves. I might go down there and give them to him. Here you go, sir. Congratulations. You won a free pair of boxing gloves.
Oh my goodness. No.
I ain't gonna get none of this information, y'all.
No, you're not.
Your brother gonna want it.
No, he won't.
We gonna want it.
No, he won't. But yeah, that's really what I have to say about
because you didn't have to deal with it too much.
Friendships. Yeah, I didn't really have to deal with it like on that end, but I had to deal with it on that end when it came to having that conversation with you. Like, okay, this relationship is making me feel weird. Like, it's just not. And at first I was, trying to be like cool about it. Like, okay, I don't want to be, that wife, but it was just not like sitting well with me. And I don't know, what may have or could have happened or what the intent of the other person was, but it didn't sit well with me. And when you didn't answer that question for me, that's when I was like, okay, well, like, bye. When you couldn't tell, okay, what value is this person bringing to your life? What, you know what I mean? What is she giving? What are you giving? When that question can be answered, I'm like, okay, there's no point. And that's, like I said before, that's true for any relationship. If there's no value in it, you're wasting. What are you pursuing? And that's, in all relationships.
Does that cover it all?
Yeah. Yep. That was. Yep. Pretty much. We want to pick our topic for next week. Did I pull it last week? I did.
Yeah, you picked it last week.
You can pick it this week. See what it shall be.
Dandy. We still do jar.
It's the fishbowl.
It ain't no fishbowl. It's a square.
I know, but it's
a jar.
This is what happens when you have the kind of week that we had. You just start lashing out things. Yeah, you want to go against everything that I'm saying.
You're right. It's a fishbowl. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What's our next topic?
Finances.
Finances. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
That is a good one.
Because that's huge in a marriage.
That's a good one.
Finances. That can cause a lot of stress.
A lot of stress. A lot of joy.
Fights, a lot of joy.
A lot of
ups and downs.
ups and downs. But finances. So yeah, that'll be a good topic for next week.
That would be a great topic.
Yep.
Please, thumbs up. Let us know how you like it. Like, subscribe, comment. We're going to start doing some We Still Do items.
Merch.
Some merch. We'll send some stuff out for some, some special couples that have some good stories that, that follow us. We don't want to just send out stuff to random people.
Yeah.
We want people to feel like they know us and, share their stories with us so that we can send some stuff to you so that you can say, that we still do. Yeah. We're trying to make this a movement, and we still do. And it's not, the name in itself explains it. We still do. After 12 years, we still are in love with each other. Not love each other. We are still in love with each other. Every time I see her and that melanin glowing and that smile, I get excited like a child.
Aw.
Yeah. Like when the kids see you and be like, Mommy. That's how I be. I'd be happy to see you. You didn't see me staring at you today from across the park.
No, I did.
Oh, you caught me?
I did. Yeah, and I looked over at you.
Oh, I didn't see you look at me.
Yeah, I looked over at you and I was like,
I'll be checking out my
me
wife.
From over there?
I'll be checking out my wife. I don't care who you are.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining us today. We're going to talk about finances.
Be ready
next
for
week.
that topic next week for the finances, because that one's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That one might go like maybe as long as this one, maybe even longer. That might be like a 45-minute.
Yeah, this is a long one.
Yeah, this one went. All right,
I wasn't expecting to go this long.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate you. Follow us on our Instagram. We _ still _ D0. Subscribe to our YouTube page. And yeah, let us know if you guys want some merch, if you guys want some cups or something like that.
Shirts.
DM us, leave us a comment, let us know what you like about our show, give us some feedback, and then we'll send some cups to them.
Yeah, we can send cups.
Yeah.
We can send a shirt. We can customize it a little bit and put, your husband or wife's name on it.
Yeah.
We can,
Let us know. Start a conversation with us, and then
start a conversation.
We'll hook you up with some merchandise.
We'll hook you up with some merch.
Yep.
If you're comfortable giving your information over a DM message. And we're just saying this to strangers, the ones who we don't know. If you know us, you rock with us. We might just show up and bring it to your house.
No, you guys still need to let us know too.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next week, or we will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
Taking time out of your day to sit and listen to us talk in our space about these topics. Yep. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you guys next week.
Intro going up.